Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to your October astrology. Oh, it's very intense, but in a good way. We have Pluto going direct. We have Mercury going direct. We have Saturn going direct. So it should feel as if something is being lifted from our spiritual shoulders. And we're like, yeah, I can go forward again. There is, however, a partial solar eclipse. So we won't necessarily have all the information we need until much later on. This is a sizzling month of mystery and possibility. Here's your monthly horoscope. Aquarius, how are you doing, my darling? I bring great news. Mercury is going direct on the 2nd. And this is good for you because all sorts of issues from your past may have popped up. There might have been just experiences and wounds and power struggles and issues to do with when you felt powerless for you to heal and resolve. But it might have been tough going. You might have had conversations where you suddenly felt powerless. Or maybe you came into your power because you learnt from the past. But either way, it was very intense, darling. And now you're like, great. I've got the tools I need to step into my power, to know my worth and my power, and I'm not taking any crap from anyone. You're very strong when it comes to the next phase. Also, Mercury is trine Pluto, and you have this sort of magical ability to see things before they happen, particularly if somebody's trying to, not tell you the truth, or they've been a bit shady. You're like, hello, I know what's going on here, and you could take your power back. Be careful, or not be careful, use your words as spells around the 7th of October, because your mind, your thoughts, what you say can bring about powerful and impactful changes. Pluto's also going direct, which clears up any boundary issues you had with people from the past, and you're ready to move on. Start to visualize your future. Start to think about, what do I want to manifest? Who will I be in a year's time? Who do I want to be? What do I want to create in my future? These are powerful tools that you have within you to create change right now. The full moon in Aries on the 9th is quite powerful. It's great to have a conversation with someone because there's extra magic for you on that full moon. There's information coming to you, or you might have a dazzling idea on that full moon. And it's very, very potent. So if there's conversations you want to have, if there's someone you want to get in contact with, potentially that full moon is the right time. Mercury then re-enters Libra, and the vibe for you really for the whole of the rest of the month is about adventure, traveling, exploring. You want to learn, you want to grow, and you might commit to doing something different, something that pushes your boundaries, something that stretches you. And you also might be around people that are unusual, different, unique in some way, and you love it because they're fearlessly able to be themselves. And in fact, that's what you're learning this month, how to fearlessly be yourself. And even if you think, yeah, baby, I'm already fearlessly myself, you're taking it to another level. Your unique soul is spinning with brilliance, which is wonderful to see. Now, Venus and the Sun are both trine Saturn at various points from the 12th to the 14th. And you're like, okay, I'm going to decide what I love, what interests me, what fires up my soul, and I'm going to go for it. And you'll be surprised. There's some really interesting journeys that you're going to go on this month that fill your spirit with wonder. Mercury exits retro shadow on the 17th, so then your mind is super clear. And Venus is trine Mars on the 19th, and you're feeling frisky and excited. And you excite other people with your passion. And if you meet anyone who's really passionate about anything in their life, it really makes you feel great, and it's something that you want to explore with them. You're really keen to mix with people that are a bit different. The peak of that energy is on the 22nd UK time, when the Sun and Venus join forces in your adventure zone. So there's a moment of you feeling very whole and very complete and very able to take the next step towards stretching your boundaries and galloping into an adventure. Then, of course, the energy shifts as we enter Scorpio season. And in Scorpio season, we've got Venus entering Scorpio and the Sun on the same day on the 23rd. And it happens to be your career or reputation zone. So your energy is focusing on what can I create in the world that represents me, that represents my reputation. If anything to do with your career really does take a shift too. And I bring great news because Saturn, the Lord of responsibility, is going direct, and Saturn is in your sign, which is quite heavy because it means, well, heavy, but it can also bring great rewards. You have had to be more responsible, or you may have felt tons of responsibilities on your head. But with Saturn retrograde, you might have had to even deal with responsibilities in your past. Maybe you were confronted with things that you committed to and you were like, ooh, I shouldn't have committed to that. But hopefully you've worked that out, or certainly as Saturn moves forward, you are working it out. Now, as I said, there's a new moon in Scorpio, but it's got a partial solar eclipse. Partial solar eclipses hide things, so you're not seeing the full picture. So there may be a transformation around your career or you making changes, but let's say someone offers you a job, right? Just don't take everything at face value. Dig around, be a bit of a detective and hunt out the full story before you fully commit. Jupiter is re-entering Pisces. It's still retrograde. And you have the opportunity to hopefully dig up some treasure from the past in terms of security or abundance. That's good. Then Mercury enters Scorpio. You've got the gift of the gab. You're super charming. And your words are very powerful when it comes to your career or your reputation. Or if you're not working or retired, it's how you see your life going, who you are in the world, and what the next stage is for you, whatever that means to you. Mars is then going bloody retrograde, which is a bit annoying, but it could bring you some joy and creativity from the past that you forgot about. Finally, there is a big Moon and Pluto conjunction on Halloween. You're super psychic, and it should be an especially mysterious and interesting one for you. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.
Reading with me should be like talking to a friend.
I just dive straight into the messages I'm getting. I'm like a channel. I'm channeling messages only for one purpose, to help people.
What I always do is give the truth, because I'm giving the information that's coming through from spirit.
And it is a bit like a three-way conversation sometimes. I've got the person on the phone, I've got me, and I've got another voice that's telling me things.
I want you to find your own spiritual truthness. I know I have the tools to help you. We have the answers that we are looking for within ourselves.
My priority is to connect to your truth and guide you to be the best version of yourself you can be and have the best life that you can have.
Always I'm thankful to the people that come to me, because these are people who are taking that guidance and they're coming back again to let me know that that was right.
We need happiness in our lives, we need joy, we need love, and these things shouldn't be so elusive. They should come to us as our birthright, and I want people to have that. I want people to be able to see what's getting in the way of that, and I want to give them the ability to go directly to their dreams.
Having a reading is about, as well as you want the predictions, but you need a feeling of being understood, because reading should be empowering. The reading is not about me, it's about you.
I'll be looking at not just the obstacles in your life, but also the opportunities. I'd like to be the person that's going to straighten your crown for you.
It's being able to help somebody have a map back to where they've got lost from.